Dolphins. That was a good time. All right, I've run yours.
Good afternoon. Let's call to order the October 7th, 2025 Oklahoma City Water Utilities Trust meeting. The first order of business is approval of the minutes. Do we have any questions or corrections as to the minutes from the last meeting? I'll entertain a motion for approval at this time. We have a motion and second. Please cast your vote. It passes. Next, we have the consent docket, and today we have 23 items on the consent docket: engineering reports and contracts, items to be bid, several addendums to contracts, and 2 amendments to contracts with Tinker Air Force Base. Are there any items for individual consideration or discussion or vote that we need to entertain at this time? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent docket, please. We have a motion and second. Please vote. It passes. We now find ourselves at item number 4, the concurrence docket. We have 1 item on the concurrence docket today. It's awarding a contract to Schwartz Paving Company. Is there any discussion or questions about this? There being none, I'll entertain a motion. Cast your votes. There are no emergency construction contracts today, so that finds us at items for individual consideration, which there are 2 items. Josh, I'll turn over 6A to you, which is a resolution authorizing and approving the issuance of the Oklahoma City Water Utility Trust Utility System Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bonds not to exceed $220 million.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have Mr. Dennis Whaley here from PFM to give us an update on this item.
I feel like I've seen you before.
I think I saw some people this morning. Well, thank you. My name is Dennis Whaley. I'm with PFM. We're the financial advisor to the Water Trust. Just give you a brief background on what we're doing, which is we're going to issue some bonds for CIP projects in January of 25 as well as August of 25. We had presentations to talk about the need to increase financing capacity for capital projects. Once again, the main driver is the appropriation capacity for high dollar awards and multi-year spend downs. Just a reminder that the 5-year CP is currently at $2.7 million and the 10-year is at $5.9 million. And due to these large projects and slow spend down, we can have quite a distance between award and actually sending money out the door. So on August 21, the trust approved preparation of documents and solicitation of underwriter services. We circulated a mini RFP for underwriters to those firms that are on the city's approved list. The selected team is Morgan Stanley and BOK Financial Services Securities, and this transaction will refund approximately $50 million of outstanding commercial paper, as well as raise $150 million of new money. The refunding restores capacity for appropriation and borrowing through the CP program, and the new money should bridge cash needs for the next 18 to 24 months. So we did rating presentations last week. Got our ratings yesterday. Proud to say that the ratings from Moody's and S&P were affirmed at AAA with a stable outlook. So outstanding news. We were double docketed today. We went to council this morning and asked for your approval this afternoon. And then we'll have a negotiated bond sale with Morgan Stanley and BOK on October 23rd. Glad to answer any questions.
Any questions? If there are none, I will entertain a motion. Motion is second. Cast your vote. It passes. We
Thank
now
you.
find, thank you. We now find ourselves at item 6B, which are plans and specifications to be advertised for bid. Josh?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have Larry Hare with us here this afternoon to give us a quarterly update on the Atoka Pipeline project, as well as talk about this latest.
Good afternoon,
Good
everybody.
afternoon, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How about y'all?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Let's see. I want to start off with updating y'all on the Atoka Pipeline progress, and then maybe segue into what we're going to be looking at on this particular item right here. So, as a reminder, the Atoka Pipeline is about 98 miles long. I've got about 66 miles of it under construction right now. And last update, I had 2 pump stations. I now have 3 pump stations under construction. Starting at the beginning with Pump Station O, the contractors Wind Construction. Right now, they are doing the foundation slab for the pump station, as well as the balancing tank and surge tank foundation work, as well as installing the big inch pipe vaults for the area. From WC 871 from Pump Station O to the Colgate station, it's about 14 miles long. They have completed the hydro testing, and we're expecting the final cleanup and completion of this one in October of this year. 872 from Colgate to Stonewall, it's about 15 miles long. The contractor is McKee Utilities. Right now we're reviewing shop drawings and the submittals. The tunneling and pipe delivery and installation will begin in December of this year, and we're expecting this one to be completed in June of 28. The next the most previous pump station that we put out was the Stonewall Pump Station. It was awarded in July of this year. The contractor is Wind Construction for about $79.9 million, and we're expecting that one to be completed in September of 28. Moving on to Stonewall to Ada, and again, it's McKee Utilities. The pipe is 100% installed. They began the pressure testing, and we expect this one to be completed in November of this year. From Ada Pump Station to the Canadian River, the contractor in this case, again, is McKee Utilities. It's 100% installed. All they lack is finishing up. WC 876 from the Canadian River to the Kanawha Pump Station is 10.5 miles long. And once again, we have McKee Utilities as the lucky winner. They have finished the tunneling under Highway 39, and right now we have 10,000 plus feet of pipe delivered and being installed. We expect this one to be complete in July of 27. Which brings us to the Kanawha Pump Station. The contractor in this case is Archer Western. The discharge piping is being installed. Balancing tank excavation began and continues to this day. We continue with site grading, road access, fencing, and we expect this pump station to be complete in March of 28. Moving on to from Kanawha Pump Station to about halfway to the Macomb Pump Station, about 10 miles. Again, we see McKee Utilities. The pipe installation is 100% complete, and they are now working on the air vacs and blow-offs along the pipeline. The next section of pipeline that we're considering in today's item is WC 878, 1.44 miles west of State Highway 3 West to the Macomb Pump Station. It is about almost 13 miles long. We're looking to award the contract in November of this year and expect completion in April of 28. Up next, is the last segment of the pipeline, WC 879, which will be in 2 phases. 879-1 is the actual pipeline from Macomb to the Lake Draper. Phase 2 includes the outlet box that will encompass the existing Atoka pipeline and the new Atoka pipeline to empty into Lake Draper. I also have on this slide the interim surge facilities, but then I remembered too late that it's already being bid as we speak. So we're moving on with progress on that too. Have any questions?
Any questions? You know, if Jim Couch were here, he'd probably ask about the hydro testing that was completed, but I think I'll forego that today. Any items, we have to receive the report, or?
Yes.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion. We have a motion and a second. Please vote. It passes. Any items from,
Larry?
Thank you.
Very good.
thank you. Any items from trustees today? I'll turn it over to our acting general manager, Josh.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So we have one more presentation for you. Mr. Harrison Dunlap is here this afternoon to give us our quarterly update on the South Canadian wastewater treatment plant.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Vice Chairman, trustees, thank you. Today I'm here to give you the update on the South Canadian Wastewater Treatment Plant Improvements Project, ST0138. If that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is. So in case you haven't met me, I'm Harrison Dunlap. I'm a little bit newer to our team, been here about 2 years, and I'm happy to give you this update today. So just off the bat, we're going to give you some quick stats on the project. The engineer is STV, formerly CP&Y. They're going through that name change, so we're having fun with all that paperwork. Contractor for this project is Crossland Heavy. This current contract amount is for $190 million of construction. Our phase 1 completion date is slated for July 25th, 2026, and then subsequent phase 2 for 1 year later, July 25th, 2027. As of our most recent pay claim, we're sitting at about $146 million of approved construction, which reflects about 76% in terms of money, 70% in time. Looking behind these past 90 days since you last heard one of these updates, we've done a lot of our site backfill. Most all of it's complete. We've been working around our different structures to install sidewalks. We've been installing a lot of our cable trays so we can communicate all of our SCADA and that lovely wiring that makes it all work. We've set all of our major process equipment, and we're continuing to work on setting our miscellaneous and supporting equipment. So looking ahead, one of our biggest items is that we're hoping to energize the new electrical loop. Last docket, you all approved an agreement with OG&E, and then that went to City Council this morning to get approved. So we're hoping to have that energized here in the next few days. That's going to be one of our biggest first starts in startup. Part of that is also generator startup. So we've got 3 large diesel generators that we're looking to kick on and prove that the plant can work. As well as we're going to be starting a handful of buildings and making sure those are up to date and functional. We're also going to be looking to initiate our site paving. So we're going to get some fresh, nice new roads out there so we can drive around and give y'all a tour whenever you like. Come on out. We'd love to have you. So our admin building, we've done a lot of work over this past year getting it up to snuff. Currently, as it sits, we're getting close to occupancy ready. So we've installed from a year and some change to today, we've got actual interior walls, baffles. Tiling is done, electrical is run. We're getting close. For our headworks facility, we've gone through and most recently we've added our canopy, as well as you're gonna see, hopefully between those last 2 pictures, you caught the difference in our cable trays that we're running. So that's gonna be a prevalent item throughout these new update photos. Our grid vortex, the big news there is that we've installed our equipment inside of the washing facility. As well as you'll be seeing this next photo, you'll see that we've installed all of our stuff up on top, all of our different process equipment. Aeration basin, most of that is going to be backfill. That's our biggest work that we've done so far, as well as leakage testing and getting that ready. We've installed our handrails, guardrails to keep our people nice and safe. Our clarifier splitter and RASWAS station, we've completed the structure. We've installed our roof. We've set our process equipment, and we're just chugging right along. We're getting ready to start this thing up. We're excited. Clarifiers, over this past year, we've installed the mechanisms, our launders, our launder covers, and we're just ready to keep on chugging. Filter complex, we've got our canopy installed, is our biggest update from last quarter. And then moving on to our chlorine contact and disinfection buildings, we've done our backfill, we've done our construction. Most of that, again, major process equipment has been set, and we're excited to do our startup testing on that. Looking forward to getting this thing running. And then our primary electrical building, generators. Big thing to note here is sidewalks and paving around the facility, and that lovely cable tray. Digester thickening building, the biggest update there is that we've set our process equipment. So we're ready to handle that thickened sludge. And that's what I've got so far. Do we have any questions?
Any questions? Thank
All
you.
right.
Good
Thanks,
job.
Harrison.
Thank you.
Good job. Anything else?
Real
in
quick
the report?
update on the lake levels, Mr. Chairman. So Hefner is currently about 1 foot below full pool. Draper's tracking about 1.4 feet below. Atoka is at 3.24 feet. We're not concerned about that this time of year. And then MCA is just over a foot below. The only other thing that I've got, I do want to be sure and give our appreciation to Ms. Vanessa Aguilar and her staff. The exciting news we got this week for our 2 rating agencies reaffirming our rating. They put a lot of time and blood, sweat, and tears into that, making that happen over the last few months. So
Congratulations.
much appreciated. And I have nothing else, sir.
All right. Are there any citizens to be heard today? Then we are adjourned.